Yo, what's up, world? It's your man Slim Jim Longfoot, aka the GOAT King of America. Welcome to day 2258 of Diabetes and I, the daily vlog series that I do to show y'all how I combat this type 2 diabetes with the 1-2, you feel me? Yo, if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and check out the other videos here, such as my product reviews, my how-to videos for YouTubers, my TV and movie reviews, my reactions, my video clips, my shorts, my live streams, my daily vlogs that you're watching right now, and last but not least, my art video series, GOAT 1408 TV. Shout outs to the members of the live chat crew. Most notable members includes Avid the Greek Goddess, Sexy Trees 1408, Queen Candace, Michael Marshall, Life's Magical Journey, Life with Tasharia, Lala, the High Vibe Coach, and last but not least, my sis, the big sis of YouTube, Latanya Porter. Special consideration goes to my bro, Johnny Quest Gaming, who co-hosts the Nerd Strip Club with me. You ain't checked out our channel yet. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Go do that there. Go do that there. Go do that there. All right. And also shout out to the members of the 1408, which includes Life's Magical Journey, Detroit Solvers, Positive Crash Outs, Pretty Hard to Conqueror, Sexy Trees 1408, Kendi K All Day, Lala the High Vibe Coach, Scrabble Bees, Motivated to Soar, Charlene Healing, last but not least, Deanna Truth. If you yourself would like to be a member of the 1408, you're going to have to wait until we get back monetized here on the channel. Meantime, between time, if you truly want to support Slim Jim Longfoot and all my endeavors, check out the links in the description below, which includes the books I've written, the books I've drawn, the merchandise that I have, and last but not least, my sister's cash app on behalf of my awesome niece Paris, who was shot on the 2nd of February back in 2022. Hashtag Paris Strong, hashtag Prayers for Paris, whether that's FOR or the number 4. Paris with 2 R's, y'all. That part, that part, that part. With that being said, it's Saturday. Ooh, ooh. It's Saturday, the 9th of May, 2026. It is Mother's Day weekend. Every day is Mother's Day. If you already know, you already know. Better than that, there. Better than that, there. Better than that, there. You dig? So, with that being said, yeah, man. Yeah, that part, that part. We are out here just making it do what it do and does what it does. Today is day 2258, and the year 2258, that year in particular, you know, which is way in the future right now, that will be the tricentennial anniversary of the birth of Michael Jackson, who, of course, his first biopic, I say first biopic because there's no telling how many biopics it'll be by the time 2258 comes, you know what I'm saying, came out. But of course, I think no other biopic will probably beat this one in a sense, because first and foremost, this one of course was played by his actual nephew, the son of one of his brothers, you feel me? And so 300 years from now, then again, I don't know, because Jermaine got a lot of kids, you know what I'm saying, he got one who's not even 5 years old right now, so it's a possibility that, you know, by the 300th year anniversary of Michael Jackson's birth, he could still have a nephew of Jermaine, a nephew from Jermaine playing him. You know what I'm saying? Probably like just a great nephew. Yeah, you know, by that time, because you know, just think that kid, Jermaine got a son who's not even 5 right now. So if that kid lives to be, you know, as old as his dad, you know, like he could be in his 70s, 70 years from now. That would be what in what year? What 70 years from now? The 2090s? He could have a kid. And then that kid will be, you know, growing up in the, you know, that kid would be in his 70s by what, the 2160s? And if he have a kid in his 70s, that kid will be, you know, that kid could have a kid in his 70s, that'll be the 2230s, and then that kid will be in his 20s by 2258. You know, so that part, so that will be like, you know, a great grandson of Jermaine Jackson playing Michael Jackson by 2258. You know, just a great, not even a great, you feel me? I mean, that's if it went like that, because, you know, just a couple of years ago, if I'm not mistaken, just last year, the grandson of the 10th president of the United States just died. The 10th president of the United States. A grandson, not a great grandson, a grandson just died. So, yeah, I mean, it can be like that. You know what I'm saying? That could be somebody who was alive 100 years ago that was in their 70s or 80s that had a kid. And then that kid could have had a kid in their 70s and 80s. And then there it is, they got a young son right now living in 2026. I don't know. Time be crazy. Time be crazy. But we out here, man. We out here. Just chilling, just maintaining. A week from today will be Janet Jackson's birthday. She will be 60 years old next Saturday. And on Sunday next week, my little niece will be 10. She was born a day after Janet Jackson's 50th birthday. That's wild business. That's wild business. Time be timing, y'all. Time be timing. Time be timing. Time be timing. So, yeah, man. Time be timing. I hope y'all are doing good, feeling great, and all that good stuff. As we, of course, are here. I'm not going to hold y'all too much longer. We're about to get to it in a second. About to go ahead and check my blood sugar. I check my blood sugar at least once a day, at the most 3 times a day, before breakfast, before lunch, and before dinner. You know what I'm saying? That part. I do my ring finger this time. Feel like I don't know. Gonna poke the ring finger. Make it do what it do. Just found out this morning Future is gonna be performing at the opening ceremony of the World Cup. I don't know if it's gonna be one of the, something in Atlanta, or if it's somewhere else that he's gonna be performing, because I don't know where the opening ceremony is gonna be at, because I know the World Cup, of course, is throughout North America, so there's no telling. Wow, good movie. That mug is low. I ain't seen it that low in a good hot minute. Well, actually, I take that back. Last Sunday it was actually a point lower than that. I'm sorry, but yeah, that's what's up though. With that, and I just need everything else to go higher, not the blood pressure, but the money's in the pockets. Yeah, that part. But yeah, man, it's good to see the numbers like that there. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, without further ado, it is time for the Goat Nation shoutouts. Goat Nation shoutouts. Goat Nation shoutouts. Goat Nation shoutouts. Hey, it's time for the shoutouts, baby. It's time for the shoutouts, baby. I don't know, man. We live in a crazy, fickle world. Oh, shout outs to my nephew, man. Shout outs to my nephew, Big Dex, man. Yo, he was in a skit on B Dallas's channel. B Dallas, who is a amazing teacher who does hilarious skits with his various students over the years. And my nephew premiered. He was on a skit, one of his skits yesterday, and you know what I'm saying, he's definitely going to have a very memorable skit because of what he said in the skit. So it's going to be crazy. For those that don't know, just in case you didn't know, these are skits, which means the children, the kids who are in the skits, I ain't going to say the children or the kids because my nephew is now 18, he's legally grown now, so they are acting. So remember that when you see the kids say something, be like, man, these kids, they really don't be like they really that slow now. You know what I'm saying? For those that think that, y'all know this is acting right. So with that being said, shout out to my nephew who is a scholar athlete, you know what I'm saying? Perfect attendance in his senior year and getting ready to graduate on the 21st. But yeah, but what he said is definitely gonna be legendary in that skit right there. As a matter of fact, let me look at it right now, because last I looked at it, and it just came out yesterday. It just came out yesterday, y'all. Last I looked at it, already had over 800,000 views. So I'm quite sure it is right now over 1 million. And that was this morning when I last looked at it. So with that being said, I know that skit is now over 1 million views at this point. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to B Dallas, man, with what he does on his channel. You know what I'm saying? Bringing comedy and education together. You know what I'm saying? And with his students over the various years, most definitely. Right now, that short is clocking at. Excuse me, hold on. That short is right now clocking at 939,000 views. 939,000 views, so it will be at over 1 million views by the end of the day. So that is hilarity in itself right there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Psycho lotion. Crazy, man, crazy. But yeah, so shout outs on that there, making it do what it do. And you know, my nephew, he's literally been on YouTube since he was a baby. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at my old channel, looking at the skits that he was in with me and his mom back in 2008. You feel me? So yeah, man. So that part. But yeah, so yeah, man. Let's see, shorts, no new shorts. We did a live yesterday. Yeah, I got my book sale live that I did last night. We do have it is up and ready for me to, you know, shout out those who was in the building. Let's see who was up on that thing there. Nobody in the regular comment section was up in this thing. Let's see who was in the live chat. In the live chat, we had About Life 2026 was in the building. Kissy Zero, Naylet Cortisol, Sarita Ramirez, Junad, Lala the High Five Coach was in the building. So was Junad Manzour. Estrella Garcia was in the building. Casey the 1-7 was in the building as well. Let's see who else was in the building. We had Latanya Porter was in the building. So was Cry of Ice. Motivated to Soar was in the building as well. So who else was in the building? We had Stefano DeMarco, 9451 was in the building. So who else was in the building? Deanna Troop was in the building as well. And that was it. That was everybody who was in the building yesterday. I appreciate all of y'all being in the building. You dig? Most definitely. Now let's see who was here for yesterday's daily vlog, day 2257. For day 2257, who was up in this thing? We had in the regular comment section. We had Latanya Porter say, "Hey, bro, what's happening, sis? Big sis of YouTube who currently has 136 subscribers with content like no other because she has no content." You dig? That part. Lala the High Five Coach left 3 comments. She put 111, and she also put the chicken and rice emojis, and she also said put first with the goat emoji. Shout out to Lala the High Five Coach who currently has 2.54K subscribers with 474 videos. Channel been around since February 15th of 2024 with 120 21,294 views on the channel. You did that part. And now let's see who was here for the live chat. I got a high five coach was in the building. So Life with the Sheriff was in the building. And so that was it. That was everybody who was in the building. I appreciate all y'all for sliding through, making it do what it do and does what it does. And once again, stay blessed up, y'all. Continue to manifest greatness, maintain greatness, and motivate others to be great on that spiritual level, on that emotional level, on that mental level, on that physical level, on that financial level. Can you do that for your boy? Can you do that for your boy? I know you can. Yesterday I saw Mortal Kombat 2 that was way better than the 2021 movie. Definitely way better than the 2021 movie. So, yeah, that part. It was way better. Way better. So I'm glad they got rid of the character that they made for that movie. You know what I'm saying? No hate towards the actor, but the character was sucked. You got all these characters in the game, and then they made a made-for-movie character in that movie from 2021 that nobody cared about. Like, literally nobody cared about. So it was like, why is this guy here? Like, so I'm just saying, sorry, spoilers, but hey, it is what it is. And you know, Mortal Kombat folk gon' get knocked off. So that part. But it does hint at a sequel. So we'll see what happens in the sequel. You dig that part? Anyway, we up out of here, y'all. Stay blessed up, alright? Video, playlist, watch them all, alright? One love.